Good morning friends. Today we are going to start one new lesson. The name of the lesson is The Story of Cricket. It is the 10th lesson of the book Honeycomb textbook. This lesson is written by Ramchandra Guha. Ramchandra Guha is one of the very good writer. He wrote many stories related to the sports and he advised his readers, his students to play more game. He inspired students to play the game. So cricket is also called one of the healthy game, good game. You know that you may have different hobbies. You have hobby of playing, you have cricket hobby, you have reading hobby, you have writing hobby, you have storytelling hobby. Out of that, you may have one hobby that is playing. Playing cricket is a common hobby because cricket is an international game. So we will turn over this lesson, the story of cricket. This lesson is divided into 3 parts. The first part is related to the early history of the cricket. You will learn about the early history of the cricket in the first part. So let us start the first part. Cricket is particularly called British game because cricket started before 500 years in England. And at that time, British people were ruling over the world. So cricket is called British game. When the cricket started at the beginning, in the middle of the 18th century, the cricket bat was just like the hockey stick. It is little bit curved at the downside. The reason behind that is the ball and bat have very good contact, and so the cricket player, the batsman, can score very good runs. At the beginning, the cricket bat was just like a hockey stick, and the test match was going on about 3 to 4 days or sometimes 5 days at the initial time of the cricket. Then it is reduced, and commonly the test match used to end in the draw, undecided. D-R-A-W. Draw means undecided. The size and shape of the ground was not specified at that time, but the size and shape of the pitch was specified. It is the length of the pitch was 22 yards. It was decided and it was played within 22 yards pitch. And in 1744, the new rule of the cricket was made. It was about the ball. Earlier, the ball was balled under arm, and later on, the ball was balled above arm. And the bells between 3 stumps were made compulsory. 1760 to 1770, many changes took place in the cricket. Out of that, the one main change that earlier the ball was balled under arm and later on the ball was balled above arm. Cricket tools were totally natural made. It is also called cricket is the pre-industrial game because all equipments which are used for the cricket were nature made. Some 3 sticks a player can take from the tree and they used to start the playing cricket. Later on, the industrial made material used in the cricket, that is given in the second part. In the first part, you will come across some new words, that is distinction. Distinct, D-I-S-T-I-N-C-T. Distinct means different. Evolve, E-V-O-L-V-E-D. Evolve means develop. Underarm. Underarm means arm below the shoulder. Then draw. Draw means undecided. You will come across the new word draw. Draw means undecided. Codified, C-O-D-I-F-I-E-D. Codified means reduce the code. Some rules were made. So oval like. Oval is a kind of egg shape. It is related to the ground shape. So those new words you come to know in this first part, that is distinction, evolve, underarm, draw, codified and oval shape. Now students, we will turn over the second part of this lesson. See the second part of the lesson. Dear students, now we will turn over the second part of this lesson. The second part of this lesson is related to the cricket in India. After listening the history of the cricket started in India. The British people came in India. They started playing cricket in India. At that time, British people had very good relation with the Parsi people. And since Parsi people were very much interested in trade, very much interested in business, British people were also very much interested in trade. For business purpose, only British people came in India, and Parsi people were also interested in the business. So they came together. When those Parsi people saw British people playing cricket in Mumbai, these Parsi people also imitated them, and they started to play cricket first time in India. Parsi is the community which is westernized. They imitated British people and they started playing cricket in India. So this Parsi people, they formed one cricket club in India. It is called Oriental Cricket Club. It was formed in 1848 in Mumbai, and they started playing cricket. At that time, those British people, they did not help Parsi people. Instead of helping the Parsi people, they started quarrel with the Parsi people. And British people and Parsi people, or British players and Parsi players, they had some quarrel between them. As a result, what happened? Those teams sat together and they cleared their misunderstanding, and at last it was end. It was the happy end. But later on, some polo ponies of the British people, they dug up the ground and created more problem for the Indian players, Indian cricketers, that is Parsi community. And when the Parsi people complained to the British authority was a prejudiced mind. They did not help Parsi people. They did not help Parsi players, Indian players. They helped the British players only. And later on, the British people, they formed their own club, and Parsi players, they formed their own club, and they started playing together. Later on, those Dadabhai Nauroji or Tata or Wadia, those great industrialists, they helped a lot to the Indian cricketer. Financial help was given by them to the Parsi people. And at that time, the matches which were played, the Indian cricketers became very famous, worldwide famous. The first test match of India was played in 1932. But it was within the British Empire, where the British people were ruling in those countries. The test match was played between those countries. At that time, C.K. Naidu was an Indian cricket captain. He was a very good captain. He became famous. Along with C.K. Naidu, Palwankar Balu and Palwankar Vittar, those players also became very famous. They gave their life. They played for the nation. So this is the story of the Indian cricket. This is the story of the Indian cricket. It is given in the second part. Dear students, in the second part, we came to know some new words. That is, the first word is ponies, P-O-N-I-E-S. Ponies means heroes. The second word is beat. Beat means defeat. The third word is contest, C-O-M-T-E-S-T. Contest means competition, C-O-M-P-E-T-I-T-I-O-N. The next word is prejudiced mind, that is P-R-E-J-U-D-I-C. Prejudice means partial. British people were prejudiced about Parsis. So this is the story of the second part. Now we will turn over the third part. Let us see. Dear students, now we will turn over the third part of this lesson. This is very important. The third part is related to the cricket in modern times. How cricket is changed according to time is changed. According to the modern time, cricket is also changed. So in the first part, we have seen the history of the cricket. In the second part, we have seen how the cricket started in India, how different new equipments like hand gloves, shoes, or pads or helmets are used in the use of those parts in the cricket that we have seen. And now in the last part, we will see how the modernity, television or satellite affected on the cricket popularity. That when the matches were telecasted on the television, the viewership of the cricket is also expanded. If the match is going on in the Australia, we can see it in India, in Mumbai, in Assam, and we can easily watch the match. As a result, the people, the students, the players who are watching the match by sitting in their home, in the Assam, in Kanyakumari, in Maharashtra or in the Gujarat, those small children, those players, they used to imitate the players and they used to play according to them. How they played in the match, they used to imitate them and they started playing the same game in their houses or on the ground in their villages. So the viewership of the cricket is expanded a lot. It is not only limited for the British Empire, it is not only limited for the one country, but now cricket has become the global level game, international game. And the multinational television companies, even satellite also, the match was also shown through the satellite. As a result, ICC headquarters is shifted from London to Asia. Today, Indian players are very famous players. They are the best paid players in the world, and they are playing for the nation. And their game is achieving more. They are getting success because of the cricket. And many industrial made material is used in this game, in this sport. That is hand gloves, bats, pad, knees, shoes, even different types of bats were there, shapes were there. And because of all those equipment, cricket is also called one of the richest game in the world. More popularity is got because of the telecasting matches on the TV. So if we sit in India and if we see the match, if the match is going on between India and Pakistan, all world used to see the match and they enjoy the match. So the popularity of the cricket is more because of the telecasting those matches on the television. The people, global level people used to see the match, and the players became success in their life because of cricket. So those modern techniques, modern cameras, modern things were used in the cricket, and the cricket became totally famous not only in one country but in the world, global level, international level. Cricket became famous. So this is the story of the third part, and now we will turn over the new words. In this part, we have seen new word, that is coverage. C-O-V-E-R-A-G. Coverage means to telecast. Then audience, A-U-D-I-A-N-C, audience, that is listeners. Then global. Global level means worldwide. Trump, T-R-I-U-M-P-H. Trump means victory, success. Then made up. Made up means affected. So with this way, you learn the story of the cricket. This lesson, since this lesson is divided into three parts, the first part is related to the history of the cricket before 500 years before British came in India, and the Parsi people adopted their game, and now the team Parsi people, they made their team, and the modernity also affected on the cricket, and now cricket has become an international level game. So this is the story of the cricket. My dear students, you might have understood the lesson. You might have understood the new words also. You read the story and you enjoy the story. Thanks a lot. Dear friends, now we will turn over the recapitulation of this lesson, the story of cricket. We will conduct recapitulation with the help of some MCQ, multiple choice questions, as well as some question and answer session. So in this multiple choice question, I will ask some questions. Cricket did not originate from games like hockey, golf, table tennis or kho-kho. What is correct answer? The correct answer is table tennis. Then cricket is originally a dash. Cricket is originally, the options are national game, British game, international game or Indian game. The correct option is British game. We will turn our third question, that is the length of the stump is dash 22 yards, 22 inches, 22 feet or 20 inches. The correct answer is correct answer is 22 inches. So you will understand the origin of cricket, or you can understand the history of the cricket. Now we turn over the one short question, that is answer the following question. Who was C.K. Naidu? C.K. Naidu was the great Indian batsman of his period. Name two players who played cricket with C.K. Naidu. Mr. Palwankar Vittal and Palwankar Balu. Those are brothers, original brothers. They played with the C.K. Naidu. What was C.K. Naidu's great achievement? C.K. Naidu's great achievement was he was the captain of the first Indian Test match. So this is the history, this is the recapitulation. Along with the recapitulation, I would like to end the session. Thank you. Thanks a lot.